Hello everyone, this is Winnie, Product Owner, ConnectALL. In today's demo, we are going to see the support of Orphan management being extended to Jira and Clarity adapter. So Orphans management was introduced in the release 3.5 of ConnectALL, where we have introduced Orphan strategy or Orphans management for Rally and ServiceNow adapter, and in 3.6 release we are extending it to Jira and Clarity adapter. So when a record is considered as orphan is like when ConnectALL's synchronized record is no more available in one of the system. The reason it is no more available in a system is either it has been deleted, moved to a different project, and the project is not part of your automation, or by any means it is not part of your flow filter, or it is no longer existing in your integration system. So in this case, and the orphans is identified, and ConnectALL will be able to send a last trigger to the orphaned record, and it is not part of the synchronization anymore. So this, we introduced it for Rally ServiceNow, and we are extending it for Jira and Clarity. The reason why we wanted to do this was because Rally and Clarity are our value ops solution, and we wanted to extend it out for multiple other supported adapters. So what we have done as part of this 3.6 is introduced for these two adapters, and how the flow works is you have to go create an automation between Jira and Rally. The example I've taken here is between Jira and Rally. This will be the same configuration for any of the 4 adapters that we wanted to use or what we are supporting as on today. So I'm creating an automation between Jira and Rally. I set up the connections. Once the connections are set up, in this case, to have the example, I'm trying to map between Jira's user story and Rally's story with specific projects. I'm not using multi-project here. I'm trying to do it between 2 different projects of Jira and Rally. I do the field mapping that is being needed for this automations. Once the field mapping is done, I go set up the orphan strategy. So in the orphan strategy, I have this option here that says select records no longer available on the system, then do these set of rules. So I select that option and I set the rules that I need to do, and I go ahead and save the automations. I enable the orphan strategy, and then I can start synchronizing the records, and it will start identifying the orphans and sending the last trigger. So as said, once the automation is enabled and the orphan strategy is turned on, orphaned records will be identified and an update will be initiated. When records are moved between projects, the project is not part of your automation. When records issue type is changed, for example, in this case, if a story is changed to a bug or a feature, it moves out of the automation settings. So then it is identified as orphaned. When the record is soft deleted, predominantly in Rally, when there is a delete happens, it goes into the recycle bin and it stays there for 30 days until there is a hard delete. So on that conditions, we'll be identifying it as orphaned, and beyond any reason it falls out of your flow filter condition, then we are actually setting it up for the orphan. So let me quickly show an example. I've already created an orphan automations with the same example I've given between the Rally and Jira, and I've given the entity mapping between user story of a particular project and story of another project in Jira. I have the value mapping set up here, and then this is the orphan strategy that I've set. I've selected setting the orphans in both the sides. So if a record gets deleted in one of the sides, the other side will be updated, and the vice versa. I've given a couple of rules over here, and I'm just going to save my automation, and this is already an enabled working automation. This is a project in which I'm going to create the user story. So I'm already there in that project, and I'm going to create couple of stories. Management from, this is Rally, so I'm going to say Rally to Jira, and I'm just going to create couple of automations in here. As well, I'm going to give a planned estimate. I'll tell you the reason why I'm going to create the planned estimate. So let me create couple of more user stories so I can give more examples in here. So I've created 3 different user stories, and all the user stories have come in here. Let me synchronize it to the other side. My orphan strategy is over here. I'm running the automation. So once I run the automation, the record gets created. As per my example, it will create in demo project 1. So I'm already on demo project 1, and all the 3 stories, user stories, have come up here in my Jira. So in Jira, I'm going to say, let me take Jira 1, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to delete it off. Let me delete this. This is a hard delete. I just got deleted from here. So Jira 1 is deleted. If you go into Rally, it will still be available here. Jira 1 will be there. I'm going to run the orphan strategy here. In my example, so the orphan strategy, the change that we have brought in here is like in 3.5, we were allowing it to run only for the last 1 hour. Now we've extended. So any record that has been orphaned for the last 4 hours will be identified and it will run here. So I'm running it. It identified the orphans and it is updated. Now let me go to my Rally, and the orphan is triggered. So it's the first Jira. So if you see here, the tags has been updated as orphan demo, the notes has been updated, and the planned estimate is cleared. So this is a setting that I have done here on my orphan strategy. When the record is identified as orphaned, which means the Jira got deleted, Rally is identified as orphaned, and I want to make these rules to be set in there. So that's what has happened here. Now let me go in and let me try a different scenario. In this case, what I do is like, I'll go to Jira, seeing it on the Jira side. Let me take Jira 2 record and I'm trying to move it. It's there in demo project 1. I'm going to move it into demo project 2. So the new project that I have to check is demo project 2. Now next, I've moved it. So now if you see demo project 2, you will see the new record that would have, the moved record will come in here. And if you have seen, let me open up the issues. Let me go into demo project 1. I'm only interested on my stories. So that record 2 is not available. It is available here in 2. Let me refresh this page. So it will be available in the demo project 2. Now let me run the orphans. The orphan is identified and updated. Now if you take Jira 2, you will see that the settings are done, the tags are written, the nodes are updated, and the planned estimate is removed. So this can happen either way around. From Rally, if you delete anything, it'll get updated on Jira, and the vice versa. And it's the same behavior for Clarity as well as for ServiceNow. So a couple of things that we have to remember on this is like on the dashboard, as I said, we have this run that can be identified and triggered. The record that is being orphaned can be identified for the last 4 hours. And then we also have the dashboard related artifacts, where we have introduced this concept where you can identify records that has been orphaned. So let me go into my dashboard. So when you go into your dashboard, under the related artifact, the success and the failure are basically the sync related operations. Any automation that has been on sync related, you'll get it here. Anything that is related to orphans, Orphaned, failed, orphaned, success, you will see it up here in this related artifact section. So you'll be able to identify the records that has been orphaned. There'll always be failures that could happen, that you can see it on the failed status, and anything that is on the success, you will see it over here. Thank you.